There is a contract most people sign without ever realizing it. No paperwork, no formal agreement, no moment where anyone explicitly asks for your consent, and yet millions of people follow its terms for their entire lives. The contract is simple. You trade your ambition for stability, and in return, society promises you safety. From the time people are young, the path is introduced very clearly. Study hard, get good grades, choose a respectable career, find stable income, avoid unnecessary risk. This advice sounds responsible, even wise, and in many ways it is designed to help people survive in complex world. But hidden inside this guidance is an unspoken rule. Ambition is acceptable as long as it does not threaten stability. Dreams are encouraged until they become too uncertain. Most people believe they chose this path freely. They believe they simply became more practical with age, less naive, more realistic. But if we examine the pattern closely, something interesting appears. Almost everyone receives the same guidance, the same warnings about risk, the same praise for stability, which raises an uncomfortable possibility. What if this preference for stability was not entirely your decision? What if it was something slowly installed in your thinking? Every society needs a certain level of order to function. Predictable workers, reliable routines, people who maintain systems instead of constantly disrupting them. For this reason, stability becomes one of the most rewarded behaviors. People who follow safe paths receive approval, encouragement, security. Meanwhile, uncertainty is treated differently. Risk is described as dangerous, unstable, irresponsible, even when that risk might lead to extraordinary outcomes. Over time, this creates a subtle psychological pressure. Choose the path that keeps life predictable. This is where the hidden contract quietly forms. Not in one moment, but through thousands of small signals. Praise when you get safety, concern when you choose uncertainty, approval when your life becomes stable. Gradually, the message becomes internal. Stability means responsibility, ambition means danger. And when the belief settles into the mind, people begin negotiating with their own dreams. The longer someone lives within this contract, the stronger it becomes. Responsibilities increase, bills appear, expectations grow. Soon the cost of pursuing uncertain ambitions feel larger than the cost of letting them go. The dream becomes something that once felt important, but stability begins to feel more urgent. And society quietly rewards that decision. You are seen as mature, practical, responsible, even though something inside you knows a trade was made. Here's a difficult truth. The system is not necessarily trying to destroy ambition, but it does prioritize stability over exceptional outcomes. Because stable lives keep society predictable. Predictable systems are easier to manage, and the extraordinary ambition often introduces disruption, which means the system naturally nudges people towards safety, even if that safety slowly reduces the scale of their lives. The people who build unusual lives eventually recognize this contract, and they begin questioning it, not by rejecting stability completely, but by refusing to let stability become the only goal. They understand that security and ambition exist in tension. Choosing one often requires sacrificing part of the other, and meaningful ambition usually requires tolerating periods of uncertainty. Stability is not the enemy. For many people, it provides necessary safety, but problems appear when stability becomes the ultimate objective, because a life designed only to avoid risk can slowly become smaller than the person living it. Ambition always involves uncertainty. The question is not whether uncertainty exists. The question is how much of it someone is willing to tolerate. Most people never realize the contract was there. They simply follow the signals, choose stability, reduce risk, live predictably. But once you see the hidden agreement for what it is, you realize something important. The contract only works if you continue accepting its terms. And the moment you begin questioning those terms, you regain the stability to decide what kind of life you actually want.